Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest bird in the land. Welcome back to Matic. What is going on, legends? Thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, and also returning. Let's get into today's new video. Today's new video is something about hip hop and a statement that was made from Bow Wow. So, Bow Wow mentions that hip hop music in 2023 is trash, and he considers these three artists, Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, the ones reviving the genre. What? Wow, that's a bold statement, Bow Wow. That is a really bold statement you're making there, man, Mr. Moss. So let's talk about this right now. So he was asked questions at the BET Awards 2023 of this year about the state of hip hop. And you know what? I can't completely agree with Bow Wow on this because I'm like, wait a minute, just because the music is not a number one single on the billboards or the charts, that doesn't mean that majority of the music coming out is trash. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think the problem with hip hop, there are a lot of artists on this genre, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's more geared towards the consumers. You get what I'm saying? Because I think the consumers, have consumed the music but are consuming it too quick. So, let me give you an example. There are some people that will listen to an album, right? And I'm a big hip hop head. Listen to it for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and that's it. Like, we consume the music way too much. So I think that is the problem where Bow Wow is wrong with this actual thing. I'm like, nah, Bow Wow, nah, I can't agree with you. I cannot agree with you on this. No. I can't. And I think that's the problem with hip hop. Yes, I think maybe the other music is getting marketed probably even more, depending on the type of music it is in the hip hop genre. But to say like majority of the music's trash, ugh. Not when you have artists like Lupe Fiasco still putting out music, artists like Nas, artists like Rhapsody, artists like Little Sims. You get what I'm saying? Very bold statement. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing I can say I do agree with Bow Wow on this is maybe the genre is becoming repetitive in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have some artists that take from other artists and they sound exactly the same. Like, there's nothing like maybe completely original anymore because you're hearing the same stuff but with a different artist. So I do understand that angle of where he's coming from with this. I'm like, okay, I can't agree with that. I can agree with that because maybe that is the problem with hip hop. It's not just the fans of hip hop, but maybe just the repetitiveness where people are sounding completely exactly the same to some degree, where there is a lack of maybe originality. So, okay, I'll give you that, Bow Wow. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Now, here's the most interesting thing I took from this. Bow Wow said these artists, the three big three, the GOATs, or the artists that have been around for quite a while that have made the game a lot different with hip hop. And you know what? I can agree with Bow Wow on this a little bit. A little bit. Not a lot. A little bit. He says the artists that are keeping this genre alive, and I mean, he mentions these three. I'm like, there are more than three. He mentions Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. And you know what? They are. I mean, I can't deny it. I cannot deny what he's saying when it comes to that. Each of them have done something musically different that are keeping the genre alive, you know what I'm saying, in that standpoint of it. And I love that he mentions that real music is coming back. That was probably the biggest take from it. Yes, like I said, J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, they've all done some groundbreaking things within the music industry. You know what I'm saying, as artists, you know what I'm saying? Each of them kind of have reinvented themselves as artists uh in their caliber of artistry. You get what I'm saying? So I do understand where he's coming from, but I'm like, just those three? Just those three? No, Bow Wow, not just those three. I think those are just the ones that are going beyond the box, or thinking outside the box when it comes to making music. Maybe that's what it is, where he's coming from with it. But no, they ain't the only three. They are not the only three. I get you went to the GOATs first. You know what I'm saying? He like J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. It's a very interesting topic. I feel like hip hop, like I said, it's been around since the 1940s. You can't expect the genre to not always be the top number one genre. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if the genre gets number two. You know what I'm saying? I think he realizes that the genre is changing, but the problem is maybe it's just the listeners. You know what I'm saying? We consume music daily. You get what I'm saying? And maybe the way we consume it sometimes is killing it, because the thing is we're only consuming it for a few amount of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Compared to listening to music on like, hey, I've been listening to it for 5 months, 6 months, 7 months type of thing. Uh, but it's a bold statement though. I mean, I like that he mentioned, like I said before, that real music is coming back. Now that's 100%. I agree with Bow Wow on this. I'm like, you know what? I didn't agree with everything else you said, but I could definitely agree with this. I think real music is coming back. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe the trash music maybe promoted more. I could be wrong. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like, yo, like they're promoting this more than the music that's good, that's got the storytelling, the themes, the cadences, the similes, the metaphors, that type of stuff. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they feel like that music is maybe making more money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why it's marketed more versus the good music. But to say 2023 trash music, I don't know, Bow Wow. I really like trying to figure out, like, where did you get this from? I get you, you're an artist too. I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. But I'm trying to figure out, like, there are other great artists out here. It ain't just those three. But you guys tell me in the comments, do you agree with Bow Wow on he's saying that music is trash in 2023? My next question is, do you think it is the consumer's fault hip hop is not number one on the charts anymore for this year? We haven't had a number one album. We haven't had a number one single. Very interesting. It's an interesting year for hip hop. And I want to ask this last question. Do you think the three artists that Bow Wow mentioned have made the game innovative when it comes to the hip hop genre? It is a blur living in the world, guys. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, and have a great day. And I'm out.